What we got? What we got?
Wake up, it's time to start the show. With Joey and Lou, let's get ready to go. A cool pineapple, morning's fresh start. A sipping wrinkle always plays his part. Cupcakes, quarter cruising by. Ross dogs, broken spirits staying high and dry. Articulate Sean, still feeling hazy. Am I still drunk? This morning's crazy. Dead fool's here, repping strong. Happy scuffling, tagging along. Joey C in the morning with Lou, where the chat is buzzing and the crew is true. From wild tales to jokes untold, this morning's show was pure gold. Ross Dog shouting, he's more as the man. Chris Mack asks Joey heard about Aaron's plan. Ref agree with the classic call. No B, no green, echoing through the hall. Crumb says Hawk, Arnie's here to stay.
Thank you,
Corner, cruising all the way. Ryan A's got the jokes making the rounds. Imran Khan and his pot smoking sound. Joey C in the morning with Lou, where the chat is buzzing and the crew is true. From wild tales to jokes untold, this morning's show was pure gold. Luke of the Bind with a cryptic note. Quad can't mend in a clash they
Earn your
wrote.
gifted membership on.
Happy Goslin's got the green dope beef, while Ross Dog spins stories like a true chief. Space Chief clouds by with flames and fire. Am I still drunk? This morning's crazy. Do the Arnold impression.
All right,
This is Joey C in the morning with Big Lou. I want to tell you, Daylo, thank you so much. To see something up as we're in the middle of the intro, you give us hope that we're on the right track to do something good here. Thank you,
There's
Daylo.
hope for humanity after all.
Thank you, Daylo. That what you gave the boost of that you have faith in us, and thank you for that. I got to be on my best behavior today because my little grandson's in the car, so I can't be crazy yelling. I don't want to give him a headache. I don't want him looking at a crazy grandpa. So we will have a nice clean show today.
You'll have a clean show. I won't.
We'll have a nice talk. We'll kick it. Vito Bandito's here, and he asked for that. And we have a nice clean show today. You got it. Granted. So Dayla, again, what can I say, brother? I'm just glad that we all were able to. Some of us were able to just come together and be cool with each other, man. That's awesome. Greetings from Leeds, UK. Jim, fix it.
Okay.
Jim, I'll fix it. What do you fix, Jim? I'm just curious. Bye, honey. All right. Hi, Miss Honeybee. Oh, Miss Honeybee, I was directed from a meeting that I'm sorry. I got to give you back I have to do something here. Oh, wait a minute. I got to go in here and do it. I'm sorry. It's just I was not trying to be where I was favoritism anybody, and but I caught a lot of hell for taking that from my wife and stuff like that. Miss Honeybee is a fixture here at the Catalan TV, and she's a good woman. And I just I did.
If that's the case, so is Mason.
No, Mason messed up. Wait a second, Mason messed up. Mason went on a big band. Wait a minute, you didn't hear Melton's stream last night? Obviously, you were asleep.
This stupid shit.
All right, well, watch your language. Watch your language, please.
Yeah. You need your headsets, bro. I gave you headsets and you forget them.
I did because I had to come. My grandson's got to do his weekly checkup, and
yes.
So that's where we're at. Anyhow, here's the bottom line. Where was I? You just derailed me here.
You were going to say what that idiot Mason said.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Melton went back on the old bandwagon, but then he offered us. He said, "You know what?" He thought about it for a few minutes. He says, "I'll tell you what. Will you stop all the talk about coming after us?" And bye, honey. Bye, Nova. Love you. Bye. Bye. Love you. And I'll give you guys the super tip machine. You'll make a lot of money. You guys will make a lot of money. Money be pouring out. And he waited for my answer, and I just didn't answer him. I'm not falling for his bullshit, because then he starts like, I'm gonna give him I'm willing to give it to him so he doesn't go and start all this trouble. Because he knows I hit a nerve. And there's nothing he could do. It's already in motion. I'm sorry. AI laws. He's breaking every law in the book. Anybody that is getting their voice used with an AI with the super tip machine, and you didn't sign a paper giving them consent, they just broken every law in the book. And I'll tell you that for a fact. It's clear as day, the AI laws. Fair use for our picture because we stream. He
Yeah, you
cannot
can't.
turn our voice into AI and say all the things. He can't do it without us written consent. Right? It's the very first thing in the law in the law about it. And so I'm sorry. I'm asking anybody who wants to join the class action suit. It is going to get filed, and Melton's going to pay people. He's going to treat people right. He's going to treat people with business is business. He's going to come to an agreement to pay what percentage for everybody that's making money off of this, and that's fair is fair. Sorry, this is business. And if he don't, I'm going to destroy Melton. I'm going to destroy him. This is one he's not going to win. This is one he's not going to win. He's cocky because he wins all these lawsuits. He will not win this one. And I mean, even a dummy, and I'm a dummy to most people, it clearly states plain as day in the AI laws, they must get written consent, a signed contract with you for anybody they're doing this to. Plain as day. Sorry, Melton. This one, I think you're finally going to be with an L. And unless you want to sit down with attorneys and you want to be respectful and you want to come up with a reasonable percentage, other than that, all bets are off. Not falling for your super tip machine. I'll give it to them. They'll never know how to figure it out. So he'll have it, but he'll never be able to use it. That's how his answer was after that. Are you here? Oh, what's up, little guy? I want to put you in here. Okay. So enough with that. I'm not trying to get on a negative track here, but that's just so Melton he's threatening to put the wall back up he started about my daughter. He's got no class. How do you repeat something and go back to something that's already been played out? So that tells you they got nothing.
You know what? You might, when you file the other thing, you might be able to file one for defamation.
Well, that's a very big possibility. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. Here's the thing. He's trying to take something that he did over a year ago, and he's got nothing. I heard he's asking everybody to pay somebody to find any dirt he can on me. And I'm laughing because another person also went to somebody else about find me all the dirt you can on Joey C and Mrs. C. I need it now. And there's nothing, buddy. That's the difference between someone with a heart, someone that's 100% real, who keeps it real. I have no secrets. I have told my life. So good luck digging up that. That's all I'm going to say. Then he went as far as says, this is what he said last night, plain as day. He says, Joey C borrowed $30 from me at DabbleCon. First of all, money was coming in every time I was on stream. All right. I would never ask anybody for money. $30. I'm going to ask for $30. He puts the figure $30. I mean, if I was asking for money, I'd ask him for $500. I would ask him for $30, you know? So then he said, and I didn't put this on public air, Joey, I have to break your heart. Mrs. C gave me a blowjob in my rental car. That's what he said. Let me tell you what really happened. Patrick Melton came up to me in a panic because he doesn't like women. He truly don't. And he says, listen, I'll talk to you. You seem like a level-headed guy. You keep that crazy woman of your wife away from me. I don't want her near me. I don't want to look at her. She scares the shit out of me. That's what he said. And that's 100% real. So, and Mason, if you're going to make a comment, you were so drunk from the time you got there, I don't think you can remember yesterday. Because Mason was a fall-down drunk when he got there. At Hackamania, not at Hackamania. I'm talking about Devil. Mason was at Devil. So don't even go sticking up for your buddy and say about Hackamania. So now Melton's saying me and Missy are not allowed at Hackamania. I wouldn't go to that idiotic event. And again, we showed the proven tapes of him saying, I want to invite him out. I want to get him airfare. I want to get him a nice hotel. He denies that. Plain as day, we clipped it and played that. Now I borrowed 30 bucks.
It was a joke.
My wife did this to him. My wife never left her. Me, Spider, and my wife were together the whole time.
Don't even say that because first of all, I would not.
Spider
she would never do that. He basically told me, "I'm petrified of you. Keep that lady away from me." And I mean, he was dead serious. Melton sat in the back by himself. He hardly talked to anybody. He was there for, I don't know what reason. He wasn't part of DabbleCon at all. At all. He said he went there for moral support. Or DabbleCon, whatever the hell you. But he thinks that I'm upset about Hackamania. It was so pathetic with all the place sucked. It was a rotten, dirty bar that stunk. You understand? It was an old. Where the stage was really old. I mean, it wasn't nothing modern about it. He had nothing but technical difficulties with his little runt Mooney, whatever the hell you call him, where's he from? Where my failed horse was from, New Zealand. And Melton, up until last night, as soon as he saw Michelle, he goes, "You think I'm scared of you?" That's why he took the Joey C boys out of his program because he knows. And then he thought I pounded, and he knows. Maybe Moody texted him and said, he's right. If he does make that noise for us, it could be bad for us. So he right away backpedals and offers me the super tip machine. Listen, Melton. First of all, I don't trust the fact that YouTube, when they really figure that out, you're robbing YouTube. You're taking money from YouTube. I don't think once YouTube finally gets on board, they're going to be too kind to anybody having that super tip machine. I think YouTube will probably take channels away. My guess, I don't think they went to YouTube to get permission. I don't see nowhere where YouTube is allowing it. Why would YouTube put a competitor against them, against their super chats? They're taking money out of YouTube, hands down, and that's as plain as you can see it. So anybody that really wants to invoke that super tip machine, you might want to reconsider, because when YouTube figures out and they're going to say they're stealing money from us, it ain't going to go well. But Melton's cocky. He's got it all. He's the best. He's a failed comedian. He did nothing at Hackamania. His podcast was at one time #1 and very popular. He is dying. He backpedals with the same 3-4 people. That guy has got a lot of problems. See, here's the thing, Melton. You're right. I'm not funny. I'm not a podcaster. I'm not a comedian. I'm just an average Joe. The difference between you and I is you run your mouth, hide, and talk because you think you're funny and you're not. And the next time, if we ever have the chance of being with each other, maybe I'm not going to be put my hand out. You understand? To shake your hand. I made a bad mistake, and this is the turning point for Turbs McGurk when he pointed it out. That's what hit me home so hard when Turbs said that last year. Out of everything, Joey, no matter what I've said about you, how I've bounced on you, I thought for sure you would never go shake the hand of a man that desiccated your daughter. And you sold out, and Turbs was 100% right. And that's when I said, Turbs ain't a bad guy, man. He was really trying to help me there. And that's when I apologized to Turbs, and now the rest is history. So I sold myself. He's right. I could kick myself in the face and punch myself 100 times in the mirror for me even falling from Melton. The Earn story, that's a lie. We have the original email. Melton is nothing but a liar who stirs up shit. Because I'm in a chat, but he's afraid of what I'm going to say. Right away, he gets all his fans. He borrowed $30 and didn't pay back. This and that. And then he never paid me for the tickets. Now he's saying that I asked for the tickets out front. Another lie. We already proved that. So why would he come back with lies when he knows we have the clips of everything? Because because he's scared now. He's really afraid. And I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to see this through, because this is one I'm going to see through. And like I said, I won't have my hand out to shake his hand the next time, because I messed up. I owe that alone to my daughter. Okay, for even falling for his. I was green. I'm not green no more, Melton. I know how to handle a guy like you. I've always known how to handle people. But now I know how to handle a guy like you, who is a scum. He said I was fat. Have you looked at Melton? 6'5", got the worst looking body I've ever seen on any human being. And that's a fact. The man is ugly. He's got the middle section of him is so bad. He doesn't groom. You can see food in his beard, his mustache. He stinks. The man is a loser. I know where he was raised at in Florida, in one of the scummiest parts of Florida. So everything about that I know about him when he was growing up as a teenager is very true. Melton's been known to go in the shed with his high school buddies and perform oral on them. That's a fact. Okay? And I'm going to show you that maybe one of his high school buddies who was good friends with him maybe I made contact with him because he fell in love with Melton, and Melton broke his heart.
Oh
You
God.
understand this, right? So Melton, you think you got to be? I was laughing. I called him and I was laughing so hard. Oh, was that your? When a man has to recruit back to the old stuff that he started on me because he's got nothing else to do it, I won. It's over. And people in his chat were saying, "You just got owned by Joey C." You damn right, because Melton. At this point, it's not bothering me. I don't give a that. This is you taught me that to grow a pair and just realize it's just the internet. I did, Melton. And you're tired acting, bringing back the old stuff. Wow, that's all you got, Melton. You brag how you never lost a court case. You brag you're invincible. Not this time, pal. I promise you this on everything I stand for. And I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, and I'm not the brightest man, but I ain't dumb. But I got class, common sense, respect. Something you know nothing about, Melton. Nothing about. So the next time you want to desecrate my daughter, desecrate that poor mother of yours. Understand? The alcoholic parents you had, the degenerate parents that left you to fend for yourself, you're a dirtbag. I laugh at you, Melton. You ain't shit. And if you think you going on the air is going to bother me, go. Because you know you thought about it. Why am I giving him traction? I well, I never give him. Well, I got you. You got to talk about me. Thank you, Melton. And you'll talk more about me because I'm going to eat you alive to make sure you do. And you got no friends this time, Melton. Nobody likes you in the Dabbleverse. No other podcasters like you, pal. Maybe Carl feels sorry for you, but you're a loser. Look, you called me fat. I can whip my body shape. Can you? Oh my God, this guy is delusional. So that's where I was at. He's going to start the whole ball of wax again with the same old shit. And this time, he's not only going to get knocked for this AI shit, he will have a major defamation suit against him this time if he does that wall. I promise you. He better rethink his position because now I'm seasoned and I know what he is, so I know how to attack him. So that's it on the Melton report. So what's up, buddy?
Okay.
That was quick. You do everything good?
Yeah, they shaved his helmet down and
Oh, good.
after next week, he'll be able to come back in 2 weeks.
What's up, buddy? So that's it. I mean, Lou, you know, what I mean, it just what chaps me is I win when they got to go back to the old stuff. That's all they got, and begging people for information. No, there's nothing. I lied about nothing about my past. Nothing. I've been very upfront with about it. Okay, I've admitted I've done scummy stuff. I've admitted I was a piece of shit. I've made some idiotic moves in my life, but I'm accountable, apologetic, and anybody that I might have hurt that just looked at me differently and got hurt because they thought that I was different. I've apologized to the federal government. I paid my debt to them. I was a man. I don't bother them. They don't bother me. When I get my 1099s, I'll file my taxes appropriately. I'm not about to do anything. I don't even really want to get a ticket. You know, yesterday, because I go out and give them the IRL content they want. When I do what they want, they still got to pick it apart. This is insane. I've got over 1.5 million miles professionally driving vehicles. 1.5 million miles in the last 35 years. No accidents whatsoever. I'm a safe driver in the state of Florida, and I take my driver's license very seriously. That it's not a given; it's a privilege, and that's one thing I've always respected was my driver's license because I just did because of my work. And so again, the idiots get what they want, and then they got to pick it apart. So I don't win. I'm damned. But the greatest news I heard this morning, OJ. Well, you haven't seen Chucky lately. Been a while, a few days. And I guess after the stream last night, they had a serious heart-to-heart. They always did say if they weren't having fun no more, they were going to end the streaming. And I think they're about ready to cash in there. I think Harible, Chucky, you may not see them no more. I think they're about to pull the plug on their shows. And OJ's sticking to do the same thing, and Cardiff is too. Cardiff is no. It's no, secret. Cardiff is very torn about the YouTube thing.
They
Rumble
created
does
another
stuff.
flipping channel. Like Jesus
Well,
Christ.
listen, I told you guys that the end was coming soon. How long can an orange and a puppet and a potato last? I love Carter to death. I'm picking him up Friday. Okay. But
Today is Friday.
yeah, today. That's right. I thought tomorrow's right. Today. Thank God you told me that. I messed up. I would have been late. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
pick him up.
I forgot to tell you that. I don't want you to get mad at me. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
picking up all these
that's what I'm saying.
stupid idiots.
So I respect that because I knew it was going to come to an end. I mean, and if and Joji was pretty serious about that. He said it's not official, but they got that the three of them are friends. They're good friends, and they always said that when they ended, they all ended together. I could see that. They said that the Dabbleverse is getting way out of control, and they said if they ever stopped having fun, they would not stream no more. And I guess they're at that point that OJ said, well, it's still fun, but not. It's turning to where it's not being really fun. I respect that. I respect that. But I always said, how much longer do you do? I will be way around longer than all those guys. They'll be long gone in the memory. Not because anybody got them kicked off, because they're very talented, and those guys got to have fun constantly 24/7. If they don't, they're going to change their course of action. That's common sense. So, if that happens, I'm going to miss Tukey. I'm a fan. I'll miss all those guys. I'm a potato fan, but they're smart individuals. Most people, I don't encourage anybody to come and do a show in this idiot world of internet because you are setting yourself up for a lot of hard pain. You know what I'm saying? And you have to. I mean, this stuff will age you. Look at what it done to Stutter John. I looked at myself 2 years ago when I first streamed to now. I aged 10 years just for doing these streams. 10 years. I look so terrible compared to when I first came on. And John, he looks really bad. So some people, when you get up in age, you know, it tears you up. This is stressful, very stressful. Especially if you wear your heart on your sleeves and you show compassion. The internet it will try to demolish you. The only thing that was good for me that why it didn't have why because I have all the wrong tools to be a podcaster because I have a heart. I care. That's not good for the internet. But the one thing that I had in my corner, who I had a very tough, very hard life, so I just invoked that. I've always been tough and always kept through anything and never quit. Otherwise, they would have buried me a long time ago. They would have won. Most of these people would have won. But I said to myself, no, yes, you got compassion, and yes, you should use that tool. But you also have been fighting your whole life, and you don't let nobody beat you. So that's what kept me to overcome the heart and the compassion and letting people see that I care, which was kept me to stay here. So and that's where I come to the conclusion no one will ever take me off unless I take myself off because I won't allow it. I can't allow it. It's something that's just not in my vocabulary. So that's the strength I got. That's the only thing I got to keep me strong there. So um and so I understand and respect that. But I knew I've been saying this for months. You know, Al Harible went from doing great shows, planning it to now he shows up. He's not happy. Rocco, I'm gonna tell you, Rocco's they're all good people as human beings and I didn't understand. They're just really, they are more into funny than anybody I've ever seen in my life. I mean, if their life could just be it's not a bad thing. That's right. 365 days, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If they could just do jokes and be funny and just live in a different reality than the real life, they would be very happy people. I just can't do that, me as an individual. But I get it because it's not a bad thing to be always happy and to be funny. They have the talent. I don't have nowhere. I don't even have a percent of their talent. You understand? Um, but when you call them out on works, then they go scramble to lie. I mean, since they've been born, have any of their streams been truthful about anything except some of the Stutter and John stuff, which is true. He is what everything they say. But most of the time, it's all fun and games, and they're the best at it. Truly, always said when it comes to comedy, I put that first. Bob even said that comedy first. I'm a funny. That's what I respect. That's their profession. Me, it was baseball. Baseball was my living. Taxi cab business, I took very serious because it paid my bills. So I come from a different cloth. I never was really too big on always being funny. It's just I was around guys that funny wasn't good. You understand? It really wasn't, because if you let your guard down and be funny, you could be in big trouble. So I was, and then I didn't have a father to teach me this or that. When I was younger, I had to self-teach myself. My mom wasn't compassionate. My mother was a hardcore mother and father, and she wanted to teach me the life values of life. That no shit. You want people to just be used and abuse you all day and all night, or you're going to be a leader and you're going to fight back. Into fighting
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to do.
yeah,
When I get older,
Roboto.
that I would be able to stand up for myself, and I'm grateful for that. Now, a lot of people have thought I was crazy. I've fought with a lot of people. I've made enemies, but then you hear people say, he's really harmless. He's not a bad guy. And then they meet me, and then I realized that I was being mean to the wrong people. I apologize. Show I have, and then I wind up becoming great friends with people, and that's all I want. I can't. Everybody can't like me. I can't be best friends with everybody, but I want to be civil and build a community that we have fun. That's it. I'm trying to learn fun, and it's hard at my age because you can't just teach an old dog new tricks. You can't. You can't. It's just sometimes it can't work like that. But I'm willing to make the change. If I'm willing to make the change to be a better person, then I'm at least got half the battle fought. So that's my position, man.
Exactly, man.
I'm really a very good family man. I love my children. I am crazy. I do go off the handle. I don't think sometimes when I speak, that's me. That's my personality. That's what makes me me, and why most people wind up loving me, because I don't hold nothing back. I'm a true blue kind of guy. I I don't care what consequences. I don't worry about that at the time I'm doing something stupid. That's just me. What's up, buddy? What's your man? You don't like riding in a car, do you? Wow. Oh, he's cutting teeth. That's right. That's right. Yeah, he started cutting teeth. He's got two little teeth, Lou. He broke his, and he's small. It's a miracle that he's already, at this young age, get two teeth. How old is he now? 5 months. 5 months old, he's already cut teeth.
Damn, already?
Yeah, and he's cut teeth. They have two of them already, and I think he's in pain right now. So we got to go home, and we're almost. Like I said, we met my daughter, so she didn't have to drive the extra drive because she's got to go far. So for my wife's birthday present, she wanted her grandson to spend it with her. So what am I going to deny that? I couldn't deny that. That's her. That's what she wants to do. Be doing grandma stuff, and I'm happy. I'm happy that I was able to do this. If I didn't have a vehicle, then my daughter would have had to go and be drive all the way out of the way, and then she probably would have done that because of the fact that she's got the little kids that'll get ornery in the car. So I'm just blessed for that. But so I mean, I believe it, guys. When people bounce on me and some people hit home, I'm not. I don't go out and say they're lying. Listen, I am a difficult person. I can be a jerk off. I can be a guy that I don't think sometimes. I put the cart before the horse. That's what makes Joey C a better person. All my little quirks and all my little episodes. I one thing I try not to do is get angry as a bit and just do it to where I'm not really angry. When I'm pretty genuine. When I'm upset, I'm upset. It's really genuine. But again, at my age, it's also not a healthy thing for me. So I came to a conclusion. And let me tell you something. I've talked to a lot of people and fought with a lot of people. And I'll tell you, one of the guys that always gave me good sound advice, always tried to, and I've treated him really bad. And that was Dalo. At the end of the day, as much as Dalo would go on a show and they would trash me, he did try to reach out and be a human being to me many a time. Let's stop. I don't want that to go unnoticed because he used to just try to talk reasonable to me and just listen to this. And I was at Turbin McGurk, same thing. Do you ever listen? Can anybody ever just talk to let you hear our opinion of something? You're not, obviously. I don't. Maybe you're really not a bad guy, But why do you shut every option out that when you know you're wrong to listen to another version? No, I listen to everything. Yes, I'm stubborn and I won't give you time of day when I'm mad. You're right. I'm a jerk off when it comes to that. But when I'm wrong, I don't go say I'm right. And now OJ saying, I hate to say it, but I think you're probably in the right direction to be the new Stutter and John. That could be good financially for you, but it's not going to be good for your soul. Listen to me. John is heartless. He truly is. That man don't care about anybody. He has no compassion for anybody. That is the direct opposite of me. Okay, I will not. I'm not trying to mimic Stutter John. Now they're saying, "Oh, I got angry last night. Spit was coming out of my mouth." This is what they're saying now. They're saying I'm almost fully evolved into being the next Stutter and John. They're insanely nuts. I don't respect John. John's a dirtbag, and he does not care about anything but himself. I'm the direct opposite. So say what you got to say. I can't stop what people are going to say. Dayla told me that many times. You can't fight the whole internet. What are you, crazy? You just can't do it. But my answer was, no, I can't do it. Why would you want to even get the energy to do that? I did it. I did it. I mean, I think Dayla maybe got a little respect that he did hang. He did do what he said he was going to do. He didn't fold and leave, but that was a lot of wasted energy. So I'm grateful that, as much as Dayla, hey, hey, turn it off. You're on the phone. I know it came through the Bluetooth. It came through there. As much as Dayla, when he was pissed at me, he is a human being, and he just tried to be human many times with me. So I mean, to see him, out of all people, here as a mod and gifting people memberships and being a good inspiration to the community, like I said, that was the best thing. Not because the gift that he spent money, that he has given us a chance to say they're not bad if you just give them a chance, and that is what I'm aiming for, is people to say, okay, times they're horrible. I hear all that. Joey C brings nothing to the table. That ain't true. That part is not true. Chris Mack is a pretty neutral guy, and he's a pretty smart man. And he sits there and he defends me many times because he's in a lot of chat rooms. And he said, I got to make the Joey C is definitely a very entertaining individual. He's a unique individual, but he's not boring, and he is entertaining. I think I can say I'm pretty entertaining. Am I all over the place? 100%. Have I gotten better at trying to put effort in it? You damn right. I will continue that. Once I change that to realize you got to put effort, you got to show you care. You really got to show a little bit better for your show. Do I like planning? I really don't. I'm not a planner. I like winging it, because if I stay off 3-4 days and come on, a lot of people won't. Here, Joey C's on. Let's go see. But one thing I will say, most people come to one conclusion, and it's mostly the people that dislike me. Because they're always why do you watch a guy? It's that simple, because they want to know what I'm going to say next and where I'm at, because they can't pinpoint where my moves are going to go, because that's where I keep them at bay, because they never know when I'm going to be postal, and that's the whole kill for them. So I got these people that are nuts in the head about, I got a bunch of victims. Okay, victory if that's what they need, to keep their souls happy, okay, I'll give you 500 more victims by the next week, okay, to add to your list so you can be happy. Okay, I got no problem with that. In reality, that would be not true. But for their little shits and giggles, I'm this and I'm that. But in reality, I think some of these people who would never show their true colors, that maybe they are compassionate and maybe they are normal human beings, will never give me one thing. They'll never, off the record, say, we just mess with him. He really is a good guy. Some people have come forward and said that. And that's all I'm saying. If you hate me good. If you really like me, then be loyal. If you hate me, I don't care. I can deal with that. That hate that's easy to deal with. Okay? And a lot of people have been respectful and respected my wishes. If you're gonna hate me, hate me. Don't bounce on my family. They just leave them out of it. This is not their fight. This is my fight. And a lot of people have been respectful for that. But Melton, to stoop to those levels again, first of all, it's not going to bother us like it did, because we already went through it. He already put the hurt on us the very first time, and it really hurt us. But we got out. We came out of it good, and most people said, "Don't listen to that scumbag." It was cruel. I had a lot of people, but he did that. That's the cruelest guy I've ever seen to go to those streets. Because you want to know why? Melton is that bad. He don't know how to be funny. The only way he could do is he's got to go to the sharpest pain in somebody's life to make himself feel good. That's what he does. That's the type of comedian he is. because he's not good. He don't know how to be just a regular stand-up comedian. He has to find, you have to piss him off, and he has to find to go for the throat. And to me, I wouldn't want to walk around like that if that's what I got to do. Now, I've always said Melt was a one-on-one of the greatest podcaster you ever seen. He knows how to work a room, but the man is all over the place, delusional on a lot of things. There's no secret he's a drug addict. There's no secret he's an alcoholic. That is definitely a lie if he says he's not. Okay? That man does more hardcore drugs than probably most people in the Dabbleverse. The guy doesn't care for himself. He talks about me. When he gets another 10 years older, Melton might not make it because he's so big and all his body is so deformed. I would be careful what you wish for, because Melton's probably not a pretty healthy guy either. So, but you know what? He doesn't care because he's heartless, which is okay. I could deal with heartless, and now I know him. So he already stabbed me in the heart and made me angry and made me mad and sad. He can't do it again by going back to the same stuff. And now I understand the internet, so I just laugh because he straight lies about everything. He got nervous on a chat with me. He said, "I borrowed $30." Untrue.
Yeah.
He loaned us the tickets we were supposed to pay back. That's untrue. We've proven him wrong every time he's done something stupid. He backpedaled so hard yesterday. And then when I started laying into him in that chat room, you see his face. Faces expressions don't lie. They don't lie. You could tell phoniness to realness. Melton, I hit a nerve yesterday. And him and Booty must be going back and forth wondering about it. Anybody could look. Listen, I watched an interview last night for 4 hours. John Gotti Jr. finally came out and went on Patrick Ben Davis' show. He's been trying to get him for 8 years. I think he got $1 million for this to do the interview. But he finally talked about his father and about Sammy Guevara. And I'm going to tell you, there's no way he was lying. Because he brought paperwork to back everything up and told him, "I'm here. I'm live. Look everything up. Go look at the 302s and see if I was a rat. Go really." He brought the 302s that were for people in there that were already dead for 5 years. The government took their last chance to try to make him look bad. They figured they could. He beat four trials in 17 months or 37 months. I'm sorry. And the fifth one, they just went out crazy and told him he was a rat, and they lost that one. And he's been out of life 26 years. But he admitted yesterday, "I am not a strong man like my father. I'm not a gangster. I can't do like my father was a gangster. All the way to the door to the minute he dropped, he was a gangster. I can't. I'm sorry. If my dad was like that, he would disown me. He would disown me." But then Pat's trying to get him to do a stream with Sammy Guevara like he did Michael Pitt. And he says, "Listen, I'm a lot of things. No money in the world will make me betray my father's honor. Or me to get in a room with Sammy Guevara, who I know is the demise of my father. It won't happen." He said, "First of all, I'm out of life 26 years, but a lot of my relatives are in it. My uncles. I had a lot of friends that I used to call uncle. If I got in a room with Sammy Guevara, the respect that they have for me now, I will be a rat." I respect that. And Pat Davis is just trying to make this money because he knows that's going to bring in so much revenue. So you can't fault the guy. The guy is one of the best podcasters out there. The man's got class. I think he's Armenian and Syrian. I think that's what he speaks. And he makes big bucks. And I've always liked him.
Oh my gosh.
But he's trying his best. And he's a Christian man. He goes home. He says he prays with his wife that this happens.
He
But
goes home to play
there's
with
no
his wife.
there's no way. As much as John Gotti Jr. and he's really John Gotti III. His father really was Junior, and he made that announcement yesterday. I didn't even know that. Patrick Ben David said, "Really?" He didn't know. Nobody knew that. He goes, "The media hyped him up as Junior, and that stuck. His son is really the third. No, he's the third. His son's really the fourth. His son's a professional fighter, and he just fought Tampa not too long ago. And after 8 years, he finally agreed to go on this guy. And he praised the man that he was one of the best podcasters, he's professional, how he treated him. So it was a win-win for Patrick Davis. I'm sure that money he paid him, he got tenfold. So, that's why I'm saying Melton is a moron. He's just,
Oh, Jesus.
I don't get it, man. I understand it. But Melton, you're wasting a lot of energy there, buddy. Because all you're going to do is make me laugh and make me want to really put you out to where you are a laughing stock of everything. And see, the problem, like I said, I'm just a regular guy, so I got nothing to lose. That's the other thing, and not in your favor. I got nothing to lose. What am I going to lose by trying to take you out and take whatever you got for you breaking the law against us? See, Melton and all these guys, John, they break the law every day. They really do. They don't realize they do. I've broken the law many times. I'm not proud of it, but I've learned from my mistakes. So that's it.
Ding dong.
We talked really a lot today. So that's nothing new. But I just had to get that thing off my heart, to my people here. And I love all you guys, man. I'm grateful that you guys do see something to me, some of you. So, Commissioner made a wonderful statement yesterday. Yeah, kept, I'll go. So, yeah, go. So, I mean, Commissioner made a statement yesterday. It was powerful, man. He let everybody know he is catalog TV. He's loyal to us. And I hope he grows his channel. I'm happy for him. He came out of his shell to do that. Everybody go support Spider. But as far as him thinking that they think that they're going to get their hooks in him, he's not leaving. Catalog TV is his home. But I'm glad he finally came out of his shell. It's wonderful. The man is classy. He is silent but deadly. So please go support that. I got a big riff from people. How can you not support your own person? Because he needs to grow on his own and learn some stuff. You think I ain't gonna support him? I'm happy for him. I will go over there and I'll make sure he gets a lot of stuff. But he had to learn himself to see how he does it. He's doing a perfect job. He's doing a great job. Now, people are gonna help him. I'm definitely gonna. I've always supported him. I brought him into this. Remember, first and foremost, I met him. He was my employee. But I treated him better than that. I made him try to make him my son-in-law. I don't know what I did here. I opened this damn thing. I don't know what I'm doing here, man. So, did all this come out?
Just fasten it.
All right. Yeah, I opened it up by mistake. I was trying to get it out. I don't know what I did. All right, sorry. So, a family reunion now. My sister must be leaving for work. We're coming back from picking up our grandson. We will be going to our job later on about noon or so. Gotta take care of the baby. There he is. I don't want to show my docs my grandson. What a handsome boy he is. Happy baby. All right. So I'm excited. It's a good day. Anytime the grandkids are around, they ain't gotta be worried about the big bad wolf here. Me and Christina, we're very, very normal human beings around our grandchildren. And they're not in no harm's way. If they were, like people claim, I don't think our children would allow us to be around our grandchildren by ourselves. So, I mean, that's common sense. So, trust me. If we were the monsters everybody painted us to be, you think my children would allow us with their kids? Never. It's the greatest birthday present. Thanks, Kevin. You got it? Thanks, buddy. So, I'm home for a little while. No, we still alive, man. Look where you at.
What?
I mean, you're going to
Huh?
buddy. I had to make this long statement. I know, Lou.
Dude, it was fine until you started bouncing 20 different topics. It's hard to keep up.
Me. I had to get through it. Man. I had to.
It's one thing to get through it with Melton. Then you bring up John Gotti the 15th, and then you go here.
Well, I just thought because I put it up on Twitter. That interview was a powerful, man. I got to take a leak here, so I can't. I'm turning the camera off. I took my pills and it makes me go to the bathroom. Excuse me.
Hey, you talking away, bro? I'm doing laundry. Fuck it. Get my laundry done.
But and people are like, well, they're putting the blame game on Lou. That's so ridiculous. You think Lou? When I go off and I decide to come on the stream that Lou is I'm telling everything. Lou don't say nothing about nobody. He don't like clowns. I don't blame him. When they're stupid, he tells them off. But he doesn't go off streaming, making his life let's go get this one. He don't give a shit. Lou's a family man. He spends time and laughs and lives the best way we know how, man. With our grandchildren.
There was some shit brought to my attention, and It's funny how I
Need to get
don't
open the
say
door.
So he
shit
can submit.
about these fucking clowns in this universe, but
Right.
speak the truth because all they do is use you. But I guess
Yeah.
they don't like it because I point the things out, so they want to call me a
Right.
long.
Here, you're right, Lou. I said it yesterday. People, when guys like me and you speak for the heart, we tell it like it really is the truth. They don't like that. They rather talk about untruth stuff.
So Bob Levy, you can suck my dick. I've never said nothing
Oh, yeah, easy,
disrespectful
man.
to
Take
you,
it easy.
but
You didn't hear that. Cover
now
his ear.
I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
I don't care. Bob Levy, you
I
suck.
mean,
You're a failed comedian who never made it into the big world.
pick him
How
in there. I don't
about
want to hear
that?
this. Lou go
Had
off.
to
I don't know.
fly all the way out to fucking Turkey to get your teeth and hair fixed because you
That was
couldn't
kind of
do it
lame,
in
wasn't it?
America. Fuck
That was
off, you
kind of
sorry
lame.
bitch.
Oh,
Keep talking your shit.
Christina leaned into it. OJ did compliment her how she leaned into it, and I thought it was epic that she had the pink, big, and then she had the candy that I bought her. That was, she really is talented. I will never be ashamed to say my wife knows how to podcast. She's way more talented and funnier than me.
What
But
people need
OJ
to
to think
realize
that
is,
that woman would try to would right or wrong, she always stays by myself. Oh, you slap him in the line. He teach him some things. My wife laughs at that because I would never disrespect her like that. She would never disrespect me like that. And to think OJ thinks that he could just have command tell her, you need to really fix your husband because you're the brains over there. She's like she gets more furious. Bob Levy was so convinced. Have your wife call me because I know she's gonna agree with me. There's no way. And she said, I'm not calling that no teeth old man mother piece of garbage if he's talking smack about you. She
dude,
said
you
straight
know
up.
what? If Big Black is such a tough guy, not even a tough guy, but so
He's not
talented
tough.
and all this and that, why can't he defend himself?
Here's the thing that'll crack me up, Lou. When we start searching the old articles about him, and a lot of articles said, here's a guy that is born a black man whose roots are black. He lives in the hood. And every article said, who talks white and would rather be white. This was said about him 20, 30 years ago. I just stated facts that were already said about him. You understand? And I apologized to him yesterday for doing a har to make it the two stupid statements of the cotton and the other thing. And he's like, I demand an apology. That's as good as you're going to get, pal. That's as good as you're going to get. If you think I apologize for saying that you want rather be white than black, you're insanely nuts. It's already been said 100,000 times over by Howard Stern show. What did
See,
I say that I lied about?
that's proof.
It's true.
That's proof. No
Exactly.
real dude from the hood would fucking fuck with someone like Howard Stern.
Right. Exact.
No,
That's a fact. That
no,
you're
no.
100% right, Lou.
A
100%
real
right.
hood, a real hood dude from South Bronx ain't fucking with Howard Stern.
That's right. They're too busy on the streets making money the way they know how. They don't care about the Howard Stern making all that radio money. They don't care about that. What they would probably do is go in that studio, take his money. They'll show up real big gangster on him. That's the reality of life. They would say, well, we'll be gangster with him. We're gonna get all your money too when we kidnap your ass. That's the reality. Big Black. And I don't dislike him. I don't think he's capable of hurting a fly. I really don't. But I do think that he wishes he wasn't who he was, the color he was, because he thinks that in his eyes, this is what I see when I found an article. He really is ashamed of the hood and the way they act because that's not him, which is fine and wonderful. But don't lie about it. That you wish that they people take time to educate themselves like you did, and you get more stimulated with conversations with a person that's not of your background. You found it is more stimulating for you to be fit in with them. So you talk exactly like I said you do. This was said, proven in articles. So there's nothing wrong about that, but don't lie about it. Don't try to be hood when you're not. It's just all I'm saying. So and he keeps going on. There we go. It got as good as it's gonna get. And if people really think I'm racist, oh boy, go with it, run with it. I don't care anymore. I'm okay with anything that's. I'm okay in my skin. You understand? So like I said, I'm just ecstatic with people like the Balas and the Tiny Chuds and the Vito Banditos, Greg Word. Greg Word, he hated me, and I think he's I'm growing on him. So thank you, Greg, for the kind thing you said about me in the chat room yesterday. You think I didn't? That didn't go. That can't go unnoticed because you said so. Commissioner a year and a half ago hardly said 2 words. Now he still struggles with certain when he's on screen with certain of those. It's not because he can't do it. It's because with him he is so respectful for his elders, and he just sits there and he learns. And if you see him when he's flowing, I mean, this is wow, what a powerful statement. You guys got to see what Spider said yesterday. I was blown away. I was touched, and that is what I say why he's my son. That was great job he did. He deserves to be really.
Can you read the super chat already?
Which one? Let me read it. Finko shit kid. $1.90. Joey, say you're driving and streaming with child in tow. Huh? Are you what? First of all, I picked my grandson. I'm hands free. My thing was up there. I was paying attention to the road, and I could multitask where the words could come out
Your
of my mouth.
grandson
So
was in a car seat. That's the whole main thing. That's
he was
like
in a very,
that was
very, 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 very DOT type approved car seat. Okay. What do you think? We're idiots? You think I was going to put him in a front seat, strap him in at 4 or 5 months old? No, he was in the proper, by law, car seats that, but for a child that age, that you must have. Okay. So, and he was facing the way he was supposed to face. My wife was in the back with him, strapped next to him. So, please, again, I appreciate $2. There's no need to even bring any stuff like that because we are very good grandparents. And like I said, I didn't hold my phone. I wasn't doing crazy stuff. I maintained. I was calm. Got myself home, and I'm still calm because I respect the fact that my grandson's here, and he's too young. And my kids don't let their kids hear all anything bad or garbage or watch anything stupid. That's how I'm glad they are like that. I was the same way. I never brought anything bad around my kids. They never saw anything bad. I never. My one thing was with my two youngest kids is the only thing I regret is my other parents was over 10 years. I stayed home 10 years till they got older, so they might have every once in a while. They heard me get
headphone.
angry, but not at them. But
Hello,
I
hello. You keep calling my phone and you don't say nothing. How about you go fuck yourself, motherfucker? Fucking donkey.
we got a lot of good people here. But Greg, I just wanted to thank you for that yesterday. Commissioner, you deserve big props to you, brother. Um, how about the other night with 178 memberships? Dale gave 10 yesterday, gave 5 today. To be honest with you, we're at 64 away from 400. I was pitching 2 nights ago. We finally got to almost 150. We're 40 or 50 away from 200. The next thing I know, we end the stream. We're 3 something. Unbelievable. And now people have put their trust back in that I made a mistake just throwing away 5. But I see that by the end of this month, I think we might even make 500. I'm setting 500 memberships for the goal. We're 65 away from 400. I don't think that's not a reality. The 165 away from 500. I appreciate it. We will. I promise you this: if we can make it to at least 400, and that's only 65, I will do once we hit 400, 2 member streams a week. Whether it's by myself, whether it's with the whole kit troop, you will
You
start
should
giving
be
you guys.
doing that anyway.
We didn't have nobody. We had nobody for when we lost all the men, but we were like at 20, 30 people. There was nobody, and then half of
Well,
them weren't even coming in.
They deserve
But
something.
they deserve a lot. But now that they put back into Catalan TV, I'm going to give them what they originally should get now regularly. Now we were doing once a week, and then I made that itty boo boo mistake, and now we go back. But if I hit 400, which I think is going to be feasible, it might even happen by Christina's birthday party's Monday, so I think it'll happen before the 18th. It might be I'm projected to be positive about that, but we will set 2 member streams starting next week, each week, every week, as long as we got your loyalty. We're going to be loyal to you guys, and I'm grateful and thankful. And again, let's have some fun. Let's just have fun, man. Come on, Gaseous, how are you? Thank you. Another good guy that comes here and then enjoys himself. ribs us the right way, and we love him. Tiny Chud. I really like to meet that guy. Tiny Chud finds out that I think he's a fascinating individual. I really do. And the thing is that I'm not trying to dox anybody, and I don't know where anybody lives, but I would be cool if he was really not that far from us because I would like to become his friend. I really would. Tiny Chud's a cool name. You know, uh, Dayla, you're doing a remarkable job, man, as a wrench, man. Thank you. Flimsy
You are
Greenberg.
you're way behind on these
I
chats,
am.
man.
I don't know. I'm sorry, but come on. I'm having to try
Okay,
to be.
you're home. Get the headset.
Yeah, I'm going to be ending this soon. We're already off almost an hour. I got to get some lunch here. We still got to go to work, man. Got things to do. So
Bo Barrington with the 3.99 super sticker. My boy
thank you,
Bo.
Bo. Thank you, Bo. All right, I'm at the newest super chat. Stop. I'm not doxing you, man. Come on. I just said I hope. I don't know. I'd like to become friends with you, hang out, maybe go to lunch with you, man. That's all. If I'm right, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know where you at. I'm just saying, if I had a wish, that would be one of my wishes. Right? Yeah, Yes, I do work the apple sandwich. I do. Uh,
Are you taking the baby to work with you guys?
yes, yes. They were looking forward to having a day with him. Yeah,
Oh boy, that's
yeah.
gonna be a
They got great grandchildren. They seen every picture of him, and the mother is very happy. It's gonna be it's gonna be. We're not doing nothing. We're not leaving. We're just hanging out. Gonzo, Joey C, what's your favorite breakfast? Bacon, egg, and cheese? No. I mean, if I cooked real eggs and bacon, and if I had scrambled, I put cheese in it. My best, but here's my favorite all time breakfast. I'm a Waffle House kind of guy.
Of course
Two
you would
eggs,
be.
2 or 3 eggs, sunny side up, uh, raisin toast, uh, a steak or a ham, a country ham or steak, hash browns very well done, smothered and chunked, crispy, with a lot of hot sauce, a little light pepper and salt on the eggs, and dipping the shit out of that bread, and just that's a meal, man. That's my favorite breakfast. You know,
Nimrob71 with the 4.99 super chat. The biggest difference between Joey now and Joey from a year ago is that Joey now sees the difference between ball busting and actual hate.
thank you. And I really, when people point out, they go, he don't listen, he don't care. But you're wrong. I listen to a lot of people. I had a lot of people that did give me good advice, and maybe I didn't show it at the moment. I process that. Let me tell you about me. I answer every email. I answer pretty much every Twitter. I'm very personable and approachable, unless they come off right off the bat and tell me about how they want my wife to come and that they want to pay her $20. I don't. I block them. I mean, if you've never TM me and you come up with that line, I don't think you got a prayer of me answering you, which is the right thing to do. But I do. I always know what ball busting is because baseball is one of the biggest. They're one of the biggest ball busters in the world in the locker room. So I've always known what it is. At times, I could give a good ball bust back, but that was my realm. I was comfortable. Uh, I was naive to the internet, very naive, and I didn't understand the comedians because I never really got into comedians. And a lot of good people say, "Do you realize the difference between these guys are comedians? It's all laughter. They don't. They're different off the screen. They're just busting your chop because you're easy to get you riled up. They're looking for that. They're looking to set you off. And then when I found out people really get off in this thing, that certain people look, they need me to be at a certain level so they could really get off. I'm like, you're kidding. I didn't want to believe none of that. No way, man. Nobody in my chat room was sitting there actually naked and watching me. And they're saying, oh, yeah, they probably are. So when you give them that, I'm like, get that. I was like, no, fuck. And then I start thinking, well, damn, they're human beings. I mean, I guess to each his own. But then I starting to find some humor and things were funny. What I didn't like, what I thought wasn't funny, and I still remain the same, is when you desecrate someone's children or take a woman that's pure gold and a kind-hearted woman, a good-looking woman who's never been a pig on the internet with anybody. When she does her stream, she's never ever went there to make herself look like she's a cheap slut and to melt and start all these lights and to desecrate that. Yeah, I got pissed off, and I have the right to get pissed off with that. But all the other stuff, I finally realized, and it was guys like Nimrod who befriended me and gave me good talks behind the scenes. A lot of people were my friends. You know, I thought a lot more people dislike me today than that like it was about a year ago. But I found out that I've got a pretty good support system. Maybe they don't like my show, but they generally like me as a person.
Hey,
So
Rob, mods, get rid of fucking Rochi. He is no longer allowed
yeah,
here.
Rochi
Joey took
cannot be
away
here.
my wrench. I
We don't
can't.
want Roach. Doom, I don't know what Doom's doing here because I banned him too. So, but I'll leave Doom
Look,
there as long as
you banned
he
him.
can't.
You banned him, and then you take him out. Come on, Joey.
I
Let's
didn't
be
take
real.
him out. No. Let me rephrase that. They go back in and they put their name and they tweak the fonts, and that's how they redo it. Rochi does. He's got 17 Rochi names. He just tweaks the fonts. That's how they get back in. He is still on the ban. I never took Doom out. Trust me on that one. I'll prove that to you privately to show you that. So that's what he did. Belton owns you. Well, if that's what you believe. If his tired act to go back to the same shit owns me, you know what, Doom? Listen to me, Doom. I never liked you. I attacked you last year, and you ran your mouth saying, "I don't like the fact that he's going to call the police on me. Fuck him. I'm going to fucking make his life live in hell." That was your exact words of Discord when Lou sent it to me when Lou was undercover. Go fuck yourself, Doom. You ain't shit. Okay, I'm going to say that. When you hate somebody like you hated me a year ago, you had to pad that to get my good graces. That hate is still there, and I don't care who likes you. I don't care what you clip. You are not going to take me down. You're not going to spoil my day. I'm not going to let you. I just don't need to talk to you. I don't need to see you. Show some balls. Come off that mask and show yourself. Tell me who you are. Come on my podcast, man to man,
Joey,
and tell me what you got. Tell me what you
Joey,
got.
Joey,
Okay?
but Doom,
You can't
Doom is
because
the
you're a coward.
catalyst. Doom,
So clip
Doom, you're
that.
making me
Doom's a
famous.
coward. Doom's a bitch boy coward. Clip that, Doom. Make a video on that. Okay? Fuck you, Doom. Okay? The
Doom's
famous
gonna
words.
make
Fuck
you
you, Doom.
famous.
Okay?
Doom
Fuck
will
you,
make you
Doom.
famous, Joey.
Okay?
He's imminent. He's imminent. Oh, fuck that.
You know, I tell you, a man that recognizes the pureness of my
Oh,
heart,
Citizen
and that's
M, Citizen M, you are a bitch boy fruit booter.
Lou has been.
You're going to come for another fucking asshole. So just shut up, bitch.
We don't want to destroy our channel. So let's not go too hard on these people. You know, Citizen M claimed to be in my corner, but as soon as that rent was taken, sent me a pretty nasty thing about my wife. And I'm telling you, you talk about someone to make a change over a wrench. So that goes and tells me you were never here to be my friend. I'm sorry. Nobody turns that quick. You turned quicker than anybody. So that proved to me that, what you really think of me. And I fell for it. I fell for your kindness. And it was all a troll. All it was still hatred. Let's not forget they used to call me and harass me on the phone when I had a phone line. Let's not forget those days, all right? And you got mad at me because I called you a ma'am or whatever. Okay, I don't understand your lifestyle, so I just came to it that you're an it. That's it. I don't think you're a man or a woman. I think you're an it. That's how I've always tried to be politically correct with you. You're an it. So I always never use the word male or female, and I think I've done a pretty good job of respecting you on that. But you know, don't disrespect my wife because you don't want to go there. You really don't. You really don't. Again, all you're gonna do is make clips and lie on me. Oh boy, I'm gonna be so hurt. That's gonna hurt me. But when it comes down to reality, you don't want none of this. Trust me. So that's the difference. I got and Nimrod. That was the greatest compliment you could pay me. I understand the difference. I do. So that's why I take things. I try to be more calmer. I really do. I try to be calmer and do lose offense. I said it yesterday. I spoke highly of Lou. At least Lou will sit down with you and be a gentleman. Lou's respectful. He's got class. He's very respectful when he's around people or if he's in someone else's home. If he's met a lot of people here, my relatives. Very, very likable. They love him. He's
No,
very
Joey, that's
kind.
not true. I ate you out of house and home. I opened your refrigerator like a savage.
You're right. Listen to me. Whenever Lou was coming over, it was planned to have lunch. It was never, Lou, come on, let's have some lunch together. Of course, I'm going to break bread with my partner, you know? And unfortunately, in Lou's private life, his better half, it works hard, and Lou don't want to disturb that. So that's why we don't go to his house because he just don't want her. She's got important things to do. So Lou loves coming out. He comes over. We hang out. We've went other places and we don't air that out. We've hung out. We don't tape that. And we just have a ball, man. Lou is pretty easy going, man. He's like, okay, let's go. Let me check this stuff out. Let me see what's going on here. Lou's pretty easy, man. But the man is very respectful,
Yeah.
very kind.
Don't
You
worry,
know,
Joey. You're gonna fire me in January.
oh my God.
Remember, we
Listen,
gotta run that narrative.
before I fire Lou, I would just stop podcasting, and me and Lou would just hang out and be buddies, all really good buddies. So I just, yeah, I don't backstab people that are my friend, man. That's not me, man. I'm not phony. I know you guys think I'm not good at a lot of things, and I'm off the track, and I jump 10 different. But I'm definitely not a phony person, man. I'm definitely keep it real as much as I can, man. And I thought that was the best way, of course, but obviously it's not really of interest to a lot of people in the Stableverse. And I thought the appreciation of someone being from the heart, and no matter what you think of me, he is a real person. He is keeping it real. You could see. I thought that was going to be the good thing for me in the long run, and I think for the most part it has. But some people have no nonsense. They just, if I can't be funny, my show sucks. If I bring nothing to the table, I got no plan. I'm not a comedian. I'm never going to bring you funny. And I keep telling people that I'm not funny. I'm not supposed to be funny. I don't have the ability to be funny. If I try, I'm just going to mess things all up. So, I mean, I'm sorry I can't deliver like that. I'm sorry. But to say that I'm not entertaining, you're lying to yourself. Look in the mirror and say that. You be lying to yourself because
Here, this
because of the
comment's for
fact,
you, Joe.
huh?
Comment on the screen is for you.
Let me read it. Chris Mack, who I hold the highest, very high regard for, because he's just a good egg and a good human being. Never has judged me. Never met him, but it was always fair with me. I could never take that away from him. He's never ripped on me. He's always been fair and always tried to point out some things to me if I could just listen. And I've always taken his advice very seriously. Joey, I think both Mason and Citizen M were hurt when you mentioned it, which that was not my intention, but yes, I understand that. Can't take it away because they felt that means you didn't trust. No, and nothing. If they believe that, and I understand what you're saying. I made that a comment. Please don't take it personal. It's not lack of trust. It wasn't. But I get it. You're right. I understand. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know how to really do that. How was I going to do it, man?
Bro,
We're
like, for
we knew
fuck's
people. Some
sake,
people were going to be upset, and I
why
didn't.
does someone always constantly fucking bother me when I'm doing a show?
Okay, but then any. What does it say? Any. I mean, I'm hard. This is all small print. I'm trying to. It says didn't trust them anymore. Okay, even though you said it wasn't personal. Both had been very. Yes, they have been. And that's why I was shocked the citizens said what they said. Mason doing what he's doing. I love Mason. Mason, I am in reality, I would do anything for them two people. Okay, I get it. And maybe when I made my count, maybe I should have been at 16 instead of 14. Maybe I should have thought of that. And sometimes I make mistakes, and I just going with something. And I'm saying, well, man, some people are really going to be upset with me, but this is not my intention. I hope, and I think, but if they're my friend, they're going to understand. And you're right. I see where I hurt them. So in that fact, maybe I need to put back two wrenches. I got no
No, you
problem with that.
don't.
Well, I don't know, but I got to
You
consider a
give
lot
them
of
the
things.
wrench, you give them what they want. You take
But
away
I
the wrench,
understand.
then they're your
But
enemy.
I
You'll
don't think Chris
never
Mack is
fucking
trying to
win.
bait me. He's not trying to bait me to make me feel to do that. That's not Chris. Chris Mack is not that type of person.
If they're
He,
loyal, they'll remain loyal no matter if they have a wrench
I
to throw
agree with
back at
that.
you.
I agree with that.
Like
I'll put
that
it this
just
way.
needs to stop.
I'm sorry that you took it the wrong way because I do really like you both. I really respect you both. I apologize if it really bothered you. I will say this: it's not permanently. There's a chance down the road that if I do give any more rentals out, it will definitely be to you two. Right now, that's the best I can do. I hope that your friend, your one time of how you thought about me, you can carry that to understand this and still be loyal. Like I said, I didn't think it all the way through, and maybe I should have just right off the bat with the 16. I did what I did, but now I guess we're gonna see if that's the deciding factor. If you just feel like shit on you, or if you're gonna be to say, you know what, I know his intentions were good. I know he didn't intentionally do it, and he's a good guy. Or if I'm really a piece of shit in your eyes, but I'm not gonna shut down the fact that there's a chance that I probably could say that you could down the road maybe get that back. If anybody's going to get him, it will be you two. So that's the best I can do at this moment. I hope that helps the pain a little bit. So, excuse me. It's this phone of mine going crazy. What happened here? Oh, there we go. Uh, anything you want to touch, Lou?
Not really.
All right, Lou, you got to promise me one thing. As
I
a
make no
friend,
promise.
no, no, no. We're no spring chickens no more, and it's very easily to get sideways on our health. Just take care of yourself, right? That's
Oh,
all I
that
ask. I
I
need
try
my
to.
friend around. I need my friend around, like you need me. You understand? But we need to stay healthy first, you and I. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So, any last thoughts, Lou? Anything you want to say to anybody?
See, now here comes the blackmail type shit. I'll give 5 if you give Mason back his wrench.
Dela,
Come on, bro.
that's a nice gesture, but that would just make me like he only did it because you sent me that. That would be the talk of that. That Joey sees such a piece of garbage that it took only 5 wrenches to get to him to give in. You see the gesture on your part is wonderful, but you see where they're going to take it. Look,
It's like
put your
what they
shoe to
don't
that.
realize is
Uh,
Mason's been an ass clown for the past 3 fucking months.
so
Been saying stupid shit for the past 3 fucking months. Maybe
very
that's why he
noble.
lost his
Yeah,
fucking wrench. I
very
can't speak
noble.
for why you took Citizen M's wrench, but let's be honest. Citizen M has only been coming around because that other asshole has been in here tormenting people's lives.
Yeah, I mean, but really, on my aspect, the way that people, your gesture is kind and very warranted, but they'll flip that so quick and say, the headlines will read, Joey C sells out
Here we
for
go.
5 gifted
Going,
memberships. That's all it took for him to be a sellout. That's what's going to be. It's going to be so negative against me that how I'm all greedy and I didn't care about really the people. I just did it because Dela flashed by. You see what I'm saying, Dela? Spin it like that and you'll see what I'm saying. But you're 100% noble what you're doing for that matter. And I respect that. But I got enough negative stuff and it will come across that I'm just all about one thing. And I'm not that person. So I'll have to decline that. As much as I want to have 5 gifted memberships, I respect it, but I'm
oh,
gonna have to decline
excuse
because
me.
I am a
I,
human
I
being.
I
So
misrepresented the M. He meant Citizen M. Oh, excuse me, Mason and M.
oh,
Oh,
thank
it's
you,
kind of
citizen.
the
I'm very
same
kind to
shit.
you.
Fuck face.
Joey ain't ready for what it's Doom. It doesn't matter, Doom. You've already lost. You understand that, right? Because whatever you do is not going to embarrass me. It's not going to make me run. So what's the point? You're going to gain nothing, but just keeping yourself away from Catalan TV more and more. So go for it, buddy. I win because you're a coward. You hide behind a mask. I win automatically.
He don't hide behind a mask. He doesn't even fucking show himself.
I got balls and you don't. So prepare what's coming next. It's not going to break me. It's not going to make me kill myself. It's not going to make me pout. Bring it, Doom. Bring what you got, which is probably going to be something stupid for the internet, for YouTube. I don't care. I don't care, Doom. I laugh at you. When you made that statement last year in Discord, yeah, fuck that cocksucker. But I don't like. Let's take that mother pieces. He's not but piece. Dude, I got everything you said. I got every text from every Discord before I fucking fucked up. And Doom, you didn't like me then. You don't like me now. You think that award you got is, hey, God bless you. You got talent. I always said you did good. You made some good videos. I always said that. I never bounced on your talent. But as a human being, you're garbage, hands down. Because you think you're going to sit there and I'm going to go all ape shit and going to cry and run. You couldn't make me run the first time. What makes you think you're going to make me run the second time? Okay, so you're just wasting a lot of energy that you could put into to make other clips better for yourself. Go for it, man. I don't really care. I don't really give a shit because I got a bigger cock. I got more love than you. I'm human. You're not. I win all over. Lights out. Vito Bandito. We don't negotiate with terrorists. That's right, buddy. That's right. Italians don't negotiate with terrorists. I'll tell you right now, especially Sicilian. You're barking up the wrong tree. If you had my whole family kidnapped, we're going to kill them, I'd say, see you later, family. I don't negotiate with terrorists. That's right. Thank you, Vito, for being a great general. Being a great general. General, uh, General Vito Bandito. General Dela is a five. These two are 5-star general. We're at war, and that's the only time a man becomes a 5-star general is during for war purposes. I believe in the Air Force. Am I correct, Dale? I think the colonel taught me right. A 5-star general is only implemented if it's in war purposes. Otherwise, they're 4-star generals on normal everyday life. Am I correct on that? I don't want to be saying nothing that's untrue, but I think I said it right. They only go to 5-star generals. MacArthur was one. A couple. There are very few of them. Correct. And the colonel said they only implement the 5-star general when you are actually in war. That is a war star for people in command. And you're right. There's very few of them. There's a small list. I think 6, maybe 5 or 6 generals that ever became 5-star, but they all became that fighter because of war. The way the colonel explained. Like he retired as an E6 colonel. I'm not quite sure. I didn't ask detail what the E6 was. You probably know better. Um, but he was a captain, and when he started his second tour at Bob, his third term, he became uh, a major, I believe. He said captain major, and then he became a colonel, and then he retired. But he told me, he says, there's a 1-star colonels, 2-star colonels, generals. Generally, a 4-star is the highest honor unless you're in war. Uh, I love the guy to death, man. I mean, he's a
There's
fascinating
only
man.
been 5.
Uh-huh.
According to Google, there's only been 5-star generals.
I said about a half. I thought I said 6. I was close. 5. MacArthur was one of them, right?
It's Dwight D.
D. Eisenhower,
Eisenhower,
correct?
Douglas MacArthur, Henry
MacArthur,
H. Arnold,
Kissinger,
Omar.
right?
Who?
Is there a Kissinger there? General
No,
Kissinger? No.
no. Henry H. Arnold, Omar Bradley, and George C. Marshall.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's it. And that
That's
was all.
listed.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, 5-star generals are military officers who hold a rank that is equal to or higher than the general's offices of other nations they command. The rank is usually held by only a few officers during wartime and is only
Only there you go. I was right.
active in a minority of countries.
Yeah, the only time they invoke the 5-star general is it's for war purposes. So I got it right. I learned it, and I was right. So all right, so good. I said it right. Finally, I said something that I properly listened and learned. Okay, good. This is good. We're getting somewhere. All right. Um, Tony the Tiger. I really like that name. I'm a big Tony Tiger fan. So welcome, Greg Words. Thank you again. All right, guys. We're gonna close. We're gonna get out of here now. Okay, General Bob Hope. Yeah, General Bob Hope. Bob Hope. There you go, Nimrod. I like that. I got much love for you, brother. Thank you. Tell 2K I send my love. Okay, um, Mike. I can't say enough about Mike. I talk about Mike every day, and then listen. I consider Mike one of my top and my five true friends that I can say in my life that I've had. Mike has made the hand, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. I literally can see myself meeting him and bawling like a baby. I'm gonna be so emotional. I can't wait. I want to just hang out with him and do guy stuff, man, and hang out, man. And the man is everything to me as a friend. I didn't think I could ever have another real good friend in my life at my age, but it happened, and Mike became that friend. So he's
Hey,
a good dude.
Sergeant Slaughter was the best.
Who?
Yo, Joe, Sergeant Slaughter, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, he named all his cats. The colonel's got a cat problem. He
Oh,
loves cats. So when we went to the base, I thought we were going to get all this big list. Now he loves TV dinners, so we bought about 13 TV dinners, a 20-pound bag of cat litter, a 20-pound bag of cat food, and he names them. Now it got to the point where his children had to get involved and say, At one point, he had 30 cabs from 30 stray cats in his house.
Oh my God.
He feeds every cat in the neighborhood, so they all line up by his door. He just lets them in the house. Well, they kind of, you can't tell a man that, of his stature anything because he's going to be very angry. You can't. Yes, he's incapable of taking care of himself in certain things, but that man was a colonel. He had people under his command. He's the guy that gives the orders. So I don't take that away. I don't belittle him or say you can't do that. If he tells me, like he says, you're a pretty damn good driver. He says, and me and you get along pretty damn good. He goes, you're very valuable to me, and I want to thank you. He said, and not only that, I enjoy you. You're a very decent person. He says, and I know you said you've had a lot of skeletons in your closet, and you told me some things, but you got a good soul, kid. He says, and I'm glad I know you. And he goes, I hope you do this a long time, as long as I'm alive. And I said, Colonel, as long as I'm having fun, it's all about just making you feel good. And one thing I won't do, sir, if you tell me, hey, don't go there, I'll take care of this. I will sit down and just let you do what you got to do. They don't want me to be more lenient. They don't want me that lenient with it. Listen, I'm not going to tell that man, I got to help you out of the truck. You can't go shopping. I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. And I'm not taking away what he's got left. He went on that base. That man's proud. He is so proud of the 30 years he put in. That's his whole life, his whole legacy. And he stands tall. And him on that base was like a kid in a candy store. He is smiling from ear to ear, stopped everybody in the commissary, every old timer that was there, every woman that had a child, a soldier with their family, and he's such a people person. But he walked around like he was in his uniform, and he was 40 years younger, and he doesn't have to even be command of respect. People just can see he was a leader. And he's frail, he's old, but I'm not going to take that away. He's just sharp here. He knows what he's doing. We went through a lot of errands yesterday. So we went to the conference. Went back home at lunch. He goes, okay, now you can run me to the bank. I go, I'll let you go in and do your business, Colonel. It's not my business. He goes, nope, I got this. I'll be back. And then he came back and he goes, oh, I forgot my wallet at home. He went back, got his wallet. He said, now take me to Walmart. And he went in and bought just cat food. He had to buy certain cans of cat food. Now he had to buy his cat. And I went and I go, you know what? I go, Colonel, you let more cats in here? He goes, yeah, you know what? I don't care what they say. They better watch. Just buy a house. They told him to keep 4 of them, but he named it Lieutenant. He gave all his ones that he really likes lieutenants. They all been named they're lieutenant. He claims one of his cats could
Lieutenant
actually,
Dane.
huh?
Lieutenant Dane.
I think he does have a Lieutenant Dan. I believe there is a Lieutenant Dan. He claims that I think it's Lieutenant Dan. I believe he told me he has a special skill. He trained. Now he trains these cats. These 4 cats are trained them like military. He trained them like he was training a military soldier. And he's got Lieutenant Dan is could actually get up on his laptop and fire off emails. Like with his paw, he sends emails.
Okay, you know what? I've done heard it all. We could end if you like.
He made a believer out of me. Lieutenant Dan could actually he's a cat and he sends emails. So I mean,
So
proven fact.
so Colonel is fucking the Robert De Niro character from Meet the Parents, teaching the cats to piss in the toilet and all this other shit.
Yeah, basically, I think that's what he does. For real, he loves his cats, man. He loves them. If he had his way, every stray cat in that neighborhood would be in his house. And he spares no expense. He buys top food for them. I go, don't you want, but his house he's got a freezer in the garage that's packed with every meat. He goes, no, this is what I eat. This is what I prefer. This is what I like. He says, and mostly we went for the cat stuff. And I bought my wife a dozen roses. He said, now you can't go up there and pay now because you're not a military man. I go, here's the money. He goes, we'll do that out in the car. You just let me do my thing now. We all know the car. And I said, yes, sir. They'll pack it. They'll take it to the car. He said, but don't you go up there flashing no money because you're my guest and you have no privileges to come up here and buy anything. I have to do it. I guess, sir, no problem. And he was very adamant about that. He handles his business very well. Sharp man. He don't like people coming and telling him he can't do anything. That day's going to come eventually where he's not going to be able to do that. I mean, he's 87, but as long as he's got around me, I'm going to respect the man. And I told him, I said, listen, Colonel, I'm a decent human being, and I've made a lot of mistakes. But if you ever decide you want to put that uniform on and you got to go get the enemy, just let me know and I'll drive you.
Hey Vito, you should make a fucking AI art of Captain Sprinkles and Major Fuzzy Butt
Yeah,
with
I
guns
tell you
and
what,
stuff.
he's a sharp guy, but he said the country's going to be fixed the next 4 years. Trump is going to turn this country into a winner. So,
That'll be the day.
all right. Well,
That'll be the day.
I trusted the colonel. I trusted him. I'm a believer. I am a believer.
The
All
colonel
right,
wants to
guys.
believe that. The colonel wants to believe that, so we'll let him have it.
Yeah, gotta let him have it. I'm sure
Yeah,
he's.
because,
I'll tell you what, he's very. Like I told him, what time you gonna be here? I go, I'll be here 0900. He goes, if I was at 0901, he was pacing. I was about a minute late, and he goes,
you can't be late with a military man.
oh no, he didn't. He just gave me this look. He says, 0900, huh? I said, I'm sorry, Colonel. No excuse. He didn't go past that. I was 0901. I made it 1 minute late, and he let me know that he's got his eye on me. Do
Well,
not say
you
you're going to
need
be here at 0900 and show up at 0901. Made a
when he
big
leaves your
mistake
house
yesterday.
at 8:30.
Yeah, he said you should be here at 8:45, 08:45, not 901. Yes, sir. So he takes that very to the heart. So if I'm going to tell him a time, he don't care. He's not demanding me any time. But if I tell him I'm going to be there at a certain time, I better be there because he's synced, outside, pacing, and ready to make sure that I'm pulling up at that time.
Yeah, but he
You
shouldn't
know.
be outside. He should just stay in the house and
Well,
wait.
he pulls the car out of the garage. He still has the keys. What do I tell him? You can't do that. Who am I?
Of course, you can't tell him not to do that, but for his safety, because he is up there in age.
He did. He promised me I'll never drive at night. I know I messed up last time, and this is why I guess I had the emergency surgery because I know I busted my head open. Blood was on my brain. I had to go to the hospital right away. 2 weeks later, I almost died. He said they had to go in and fix me. He said, so I will not drive. I will not take the car on the street no more. He promised that. He does have an active license, but he goes, God forbid I can take it out of the garage and put it in the driveway if I want to wash it. Colonel, you can do whatever you want. If you want to go on the street, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not. I'm just not gonna, unless I know he is a danger to somebody. But he's smart enough to say, no, I really can't drive no more. He said, I'm accepting that, but I'm going to be damned if they're going to tell me I can't pull it out of the garage. Hey, if he's content with that, why would I take that thunder from him? I just want to show a beautiful rug. This is my wife has a rug fetish, and this is something I got her for her birthday. This is the newest rug I got her. This is a beautiful rug. Very nice. It's really nice. She loves it. I love the color. She's very good. So that's was one of her gifts. All right. I love you guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Joey, take that off the camera for right now. Because you know how it does that pause between ending.
We're done.